Okay, this is a beginning colle video. So colle is a bow stroke where we're going to use the fingers to move the bow and no arms. So for example, just a little demo on an open string. See how my arm is pretty much staying completely still. Colle, just plain old colle where there's no arm motion, doesn't happen really very often in music. It's more of, we combine it with some arm motions for other kinds of strokes, a lot of off the string and things. So you do have to know how to use the motion. Okay, so the first exercise I want you to do, Charlie, is, Charlie's in the lesson. You want to look in the video so everyone can see you? He's like, okay. All my students get to be in videos. So hold your bow just straight up and down in a place where you can feel that it's extremely balanced. Now, your pinky needs to be very curved and rounded. So hold it up straight in front of you. Yeah, like excellent. Charlie's got a good one. And then your thumb needs to be bent and touching on its tip. So it touches in that little spot in the frog, right on its tip, bent like that. Okay, so we're going to do just some downs. We're going to go where we shoot the bow down. So we're not going to move the arm. You shoot the bow down. It's only going to go down maybe an inch or two. And then you should end up with the worst bow hand ever. So these ugly straight fingers, flat thumb, worst bow hand ever. The kind of bow hand you'd totally get in trouble for having in your lesson. Okay? And then you're going to go up. Shoot it up. It's only going to go about a couple inches. Yeah, don't hold your bow down so low. Yeah, sorry. And then you should come back and you should have a perfect bow hand. Make sure, tap your first finger. Make sure you're not doing the bird claw. You know, clawing like it's a bird perch. Get that finger out of there. Right? No bird claws. Get it out of there. It should be touching between the first and the second knuckle gently. Let me see you tap it. Right? Thumbs right on their tip gently. Pinkies. Let me see you tap your pinky. Get it close. Charlie, can you get yours closer to your third finger? Bring your pinky closer. I see a lot of kids, they have their pinky, I don't know what it is, in an effort to like reach the screw or something, and they're like, and it's, you know, it's all straight and they look like they're straining, and look, you can see my muscles bulging because it's, you know, no. Get it a little closer. Good. Tap it. Excellent. Okay, so we're in the perfect bow hand again. Let's shoot down. Worst bow hand ever. Shoot up. Perfect bow hand. Shoot down. Up. Excellent. Okay, so you got to be able to do that first before we try to do anything on the instrument. Now we're going to try to do on open A. Set your bow at the frog. Now you should have that best bow hand ever, which includes having, so this flat here. If you have any of this going on, these, you know, mountains up here, get those down. Get them down. See that? Push them down and then relax, and it's nice and curved. You should way curve in here. And also if you see this, you gotta go to the camera. If you see this, like, you know, like, oh, scrunching up because it's like so tight. Not good. Relax it in there. Relax it. Okay. So flat. Now, if you have the perfect bow hand ever and you're resting your bow flat on A and D at the frog, you should be able to easily take your thumb out. And these fingers, they're just kind of gently petting your bow, pawing your bow, just really gently. And it should all just be balanced there nicely. If you can't take your thumb out, again, something's wrong with your bow hand. Okay, so now put it back in, bent, touching on its tip. And now we're going to do, shoot a tiny little down bow and end up in the worst bow hand ever. Okay, now shoot a little up bow. You should be back at the frog and you should be in the best bow hand ever. If it's not, fix it. Down bow. Worst bow hand ever. And see, my arm is not moving. Do it again. Arm did not move. Arm did not move. Arm did not move. Can you do it, Charlie? Okay, you know why your arm's moving? You're trying to go like 6 inches. We're doing like starting right at the frog. The frog means you're almost touching on that metal thing called the ferrule. The frog is not here. This is the balance point. The frog is here. Not here. Here. Yeah, do it. Here we go. And you're only going to move like this much. So if you end up at the balance point, you tried to do too much. You can only really go as long as your fingers can extend. So that's going to be a couple inches. Ready? Go back into your good bow hand. Okay, you need to be able to do that, like, I would say a minimum of 25 times in a row and go back into a good bow hand before you should try any further colle activities. Then, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you the next activity. But remember, you're not going on until you can do 25 times in a row perfectly. The next activity is if you play perpetual motion, elbow not moving. If it hops a little off the string, that's fine. And you should be able to do all of perpetual motion this way. Okay? That would be the next activity.